Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. Spiritual readings down below. Patreon down below. Discord down below. Everything down below. Look, this series is called Ascension Archives, and I'm going to essentially be giving you guys different Ascension advice once a week. However, I'm not gonna lie, this will be a Patreon exclusive, but I do want to put the first episode on YouTube. Now, I'm not gonna lie, also, this will be a Patreon exclusive that's only on the Asar John one. But look, listen. I have a lot of series coming. That's gonna be on both Patreons. One of them will be on YouTube, but it's gonna be like a lot coming to the Patreon. Some will only be a Sarah John. Some is gonna be um both. Like here's another one, right? On Sunday, I'm gonna start extraterrestrial enlightenment, where essentially extraterrestrials come through and give different enlightening advice. The one for Sunday, I that one's really fire, bro. Some Pleiadian stuff, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't even talk to the Pleiadians often, but when they told me this, I'm like, damn. Then I actually went there like last night. I did a lot of stuff last night. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, okay. Let's just get to the video. Let's just get to the video. Y'all get the point, bro. A whole bunch of stuff is coming, and also I'm gonna be doing like weekly time count. Damn. I was really gonna do the time council videos on Sunday. Ah, god dang it. All right, we're gonna see how this all play out. But I was gonna do weekly time council Jones for the Patreon also. I'm gonna still make like some for the YouTube when I get guided to, but like a lot of shit be happening that I don't always like. I don't always like feel like putting that on YouTube because some of this shit just be like it's supposed to be Patreon shit, and it's crazy because the shit I got told, I'm like, damn, no wonder shit's been happening. Like, pre- I'll just say this: there's a lot of shit going on with timeline sequences, and I'm like, damn, I could see why I just thought about all these fucking series and stuff like that, and like other shit that is gonna make more sense when I make the video for the Patreon people. So let's get into this first episode about knowing yourself on all levels because this is like one of the essentials to Ascension, right? Now, I'm gonna try to make these videos in like a order, like do this first and that first and that first. But I know for a fact that at some point it's gonna get random. I'm gonna think about some shit and be like, damn, I should have made that shit first, but it's too late now. So, you know, take everything I say in regards to like the order of it with a grain of salt. But here's like one of the first things that you should like really be focused on, right? Which is understanding yourself on all levels. Because when it comes to ascension, right? I actually have another series called Mastering the Mundane. That's gonna be a Patreon John also. You know what I'm saying? For both of them. And Mastering the Mundane is like first you gotta get control over the mundane and then it's time to ascend type stuff. You see what I'm saying? You got to master the physical, then go to the higher type stuff. So it's like when it comes to understanding yourself on all levels, it's like that's like a base. If you don't know who you are, how you gonna get to these higher like it don't even make no sense. And you have many different layers of yourself. So let me like for example, you have cause I'm a let me move. Should I move this? Yeah, let me move this now. Cause I'm gonna end up lifting up my thing to show y'all this. But yeah, like bro, you have like the source level, you have yourself as a soul, you have yourself as your personality, you have your body. See what I'm saying? You have a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna just pull this up. Let me just pull this up. See what I'm saying? Alright, so look, right? On a physical level, you have your physical body. Many people neglect this. They're like, oh, I'm a soul, so I don't gotta care about my body. No, that doesn't no. Understand that your body is oftentimes a reflection of your soul. Like, for example, let's say, like, at a certain period of time, right, you have a lot of acne. That could be literally resembling that you're going through a lot of clearing and cleansing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's many different like you can literally look at a person's body and then learn a lot about them. It's so crazy. Like there's one common one that I'm just not gonna say, but there's a common one where it's like, oh, if they have that, it literally always means that, no matter what. Like literally, no matter what. I'm telling you, bro. The body reflects your soul and your internal state. You know, like oftentimes people who are like, let me give one that I can say, right? Like, let's say that you're like generally like let's say like you're sick or like unhealthy or and stuff like that. Oftentimes when you're unhealthy, because I mean the sick one's not. I mean even with being sick, like because if you got sick, right, that means that something got invaded inside your mind. Oftentimes, you may think that's not always true because I got sick because somebody because my friend was because no because yeah, now let's say it's because your daughter was sick. You got sick because your daughter was sick, but your daughter got sick because she got sick by somebody else at school. So it's like somebody invaded your daughter's friend, your daughter hanging with somebody who's invaded her mind and stuff like that, who also made her get sick and stuff like that, and then she brought that to you. You see? You see what I'm saying? But like if a person's unhealthy, you could generally like assume that their mind is somewhat unhealthy. Like like there's something inside their mind that blocks them from wanting to be healthy type shit, you see? So, understanding your body, why it is how it is, and also like how it functions is actually really important, especially because like when it comes to ascension, if niggas really want to talk about ascension, let's start dealing with immortality and stuff like that. And to achieve that state, like the highest state, which is being able to literally fucking merge this body with your energetic body, because first you got to become immortal on the conscious level, like, oh, I'm consciousness, therefore I could never die. And then you have forming the energy body and learning how to transfer your consciousness to that at will. Because when you learn how to do that, then it's like if you can't merge your physical body with the energy body, it's cool. Because at the time of death, you could just leave your body and then never come back. You see what I'm saying? Because you have the immortal energy body. But then the third step is like, hey, I have the energy body formed. Now let me merge that body with the physical body, and then turn this physical body. It's like you essentially transmute all these elements that make up this body into subtle energy, because the energy is what eventually does make up the physical stuff. So you learn how to transmute this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then essentially you can become physical and then non-physical at will, literally. So with doing all that, you need to understand the anatomy of your body, and how it functions on some level. So that's actually very important. Now, on the etheric level, right, you got to understand your own emotions and your bodily sensations. And I know I have it all up here, so you could be like, oh, I'm just going to look at this and then just look off the video. Some may have already did that, but I'm telling you right now, it's important to hear what I'm saying because I'm going way deeper as I'm talking than what I just have up here type stuff. But yeah, with the etheric, right? It really is important to understand your emotions and bodily sensations and understanding what is a good sensation and a bad sensation, and what are harmful emotions and helpful emotions. Because people, people talk about how humans are like 3D, right? All that really means is that either one, they're saying that we live inside of a three-dimensional space that's composed of length, width, and height, or they're saying that humans have a 3D consciousness at most. I mean, at minimum, which is that they at least humans will always be aware of at least the astral. They'll always have some type of visual sight to be able to. And I know this gets into like, what about blind people? Now I'm not gonna lie, that's an iffy one. I'm not gonna lie. But even they can hit 40 though, which is being able to be aware of your thoughts and stuff like that. It's just that they're like, because they can still like perceive form. It's so weird. I don't want to talk about blind people, okay? That's a different topic for a different time. But you get my point though. Like at a base level, right? Humans could like perceive form. Like we could like see keyboards and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And a blind person actually kind of could learn like how to see on some clairvoyant shit because niggas have done it before. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, But that don't mean that niggas don't experience the 2D and the 1D, aka the physical and the etheric, right? Now here's why I'm saying that. Niggas be thinking that, oh, niggas is 3D, so we can never drop into 2D consciousness. Yes, the fuck you can. Like, we're not saying that you're gonna fucking like exist there all the time, but you could become like an animal. Like there's niggas who are very animalistic. Now, granted, they still see shit, and then what they see makes them feel things, but the feeling shit is heavily controlling them. So yeah, they're still seeing form, and then they're being caught by the form and stuff like that. But it's like you get what I'm trying to say. Like the emotion is heavily driving them to do certain shit. That's why niggas be on Instagram if they see a naked woman, then they gotta be like, oh, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we not doing that no more. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. We can't get to the higher if you haven't even mastered the lower, which is why mastering the mundane is also a series for both Patreons. You know what I'm saying? But and the thing is, as you master the mundane anyway, it's like if you want the ascension shit, you'll be able. It'll probably be easy because once the mundane is mastered, you have nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? No financial shit. You not. You know, like you could if you really want to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? And also, as you master the mundane, you kind of learn how to ascend on your own anyway. So it's like you know what I'm. Hey, but that's for the people who's on the other Patreon, not the Asar John shit, who want more episodes but can't get it yet. But it's all good. Look, like I said, you gotta understand. Also, you gotta understand like why you even have these emotions. Now, understanding the source of your emotions kind of does deal with like the causal 5D stuff, but at the same time, it's like you get what I'm trying to say. Like you need to like get in touch with these emotions and understand where they're coming from, which ones are helpful, which ones are not, why you experience certain sensations and all this other shit. Yeah. Now on the astral level, right? You see form all the time, and you also have dreams and like visions and all that other stuff. First things first, you need to understand the images and the forms that you see and experience out here and in here. Like on the outside level, right? This does it once again, right? People could see a good looking guy or good looking girl and be like, oh yeah, that's good for me because they see this, which is visually appealing, and it also stimulates their emotional stuff, and they think, oh, this is good. But they can't even understand the higher level, like the programming, the thought process behind themselves and the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't really perceive that all the time. Then they get like fucked over type shit. Then they're like, oh my God, they showed all the signs. They did this, they did that. You was ignoring the programmer simply off of just what you saw type shit. And even when it came to what you saw the bullshit too. You see what I'm saying? So it's really, yeah. But you get my point though. You need to understand the shit that you seeing. Cause you be seeing the bullshit and you think it's not bullshit. Nigga, that is bullshit. When you see that, that means bullshit. This shit do not mean this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you seeing this shit, you think that the meaning and the mental program behind this shit is some good shit. This is not no good shit. And you know that shit. You know that shit. You know that shit. So you need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand that. And yeah, you need to also cause you got I'm gonna talk about a lot. As you guys can see, this video is some type of length that's pretty long. So let me not get too caught up with just this list right here, cause there's more that I want to say besides just what's on this list. So I'm gonna just yeah. But on the mental level, you gotta understand your thoughts and your personality. Like you gotta start contemplating, why do I think this way? Why do I act this way? Why do I express myself in this way? Why do I identify with these things? And once you fully understand that, that's you hitting like the causal level because you understand the origins of your thoughts and your personality. And that also deals with past life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which I talked about in different videos, you know? So you need to understand that though. You need to understand this human personality, but then also where that comes from. But you can't understand the human personality if you're not even aware of the thoughts and the emotions, because the thoughts and emotions deal with how you express yourself, because the thoughts and emotions are what makes the actions. You see what I'm saying? So it's like with the physical, you got to understand your body and your actions. With the etheric, you got to hit them emotions. With the astral, you got to understand why you're seeing what you see. Mental, you got to understand why you think and what you think type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the causes when you like actually like start hitting that understanding and you start being like, damn, why is my personality even like this? You know what I'm saying? Because your personality and identity actually generates the thoughts, emotions, and all that other shit. You know, even with the shit that you see, because I could see one thing, you could see something else. Like for example, let's say that I'm very loving, but my friend is very hateful, right? I could see two kittens playing with each other. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute. And my friend says, oh my god, that's so nasty. What they identify with is controlling why they see what the fuck they see and how they see it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's actually very important. Like the 5D causal level deals with your whole entire personality and identity. And that shit comes from your past lives oftentimes, and also like genetic stuff from your parents and everything like that, which is something I'm gonna talk about with mastering the mundane when it comes to parents and people, because we gotta really talk about that shit in regards to mastering the mundane. But yeah, and then the Buddhic level, right? That's when you like, I put understanding all your past lives, because when you hit like the top of the Buddhic, that's when you understand all your past lives. Like going up the Buddhic is when you're literally like going through your past lives and understanding this past life, why you did that, all that other shit. So here's an example. Inside the cause, you're like, damn, I acted like this because I had that one experience back in Lyra. You know what I'm saying? But the Buddhic plane is saying, I understand all my Lyran shit, why I made that shit. I could tap into any memory from that shit, and then on to the next past life with this alien shit. I understand all that shit, and then yeah, because the Atmic is when you understand your complete soul. Like the Atmic is all your past lives into one. Like first you have the Atmic, right? That's when your individual soul truly began, and then you made all these different past lives inside the Buddhic, which would eventually form other lifetimes inside the causal. Like you have these different past lives that go into making this life right here, the origin of the origin of your personality inside the fifth realm or the causal realm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, then the monadic is your oversoul. Like going from the seventh to the eighth, you start understanding different souls that you have merged with and are a part of your oversoul. So with that being said, it's actually highly important to understand. And we got to talk about also. Let me sip this water real quick. How long we going for right now? Going for 17 minutes. Damn. All right. We gotta now. Let me keep this up. Actually, we gotta understand merging the personality with the soul as well, because and also merging it with source too, because source level is like, this is like the eighth. Source is 12. You know what I'm saying? So and there's different aspects of source. Like you have understanding the whole entire universal template. Then you have understanding the creator of the template, which is source, but a certain aspect of source. You know what I'm saying? Because all of source does not create. Some of source simply just observes. You see what I'm saying? So you understand the creator aspect of source. You understand the energetic sustaining aspect of source, and then you understand the like observational origin of source. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But most people, right? Like they have a personality, right? But their human self is not connected with like their past lives and their higher selves. You know? Which I think I should make a separate topic about that. A video about bridging your connection to your higher selves, maybe. I'm gonna talk about that with Ascension Advice for sure. But on a simple level, right? You get to a point where like you start becoming your higher self. Cause you ever have times where like you meditate, right? And you're in these high ass states. You feel like your higher self. But then you come back to physical reality and you start fucking up again. Then you meditate, oh now I ain't gonna do that bullshit again. You come out of meditation, you do that bullshit again. It's because that bridge isn't really built yet. Now, and that's because oftentimes in meditation, you could experience so many realms and you don't even realize that shit. Like, yogis talk about fucking samadhi and stuff like that. Samadhi skips the fucking fifth, sixth, seventh, and all that other shit. These motherfuckers be going taking your ass straight to the 12th type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like you'll experience these high ass realms that come back, but the reason why you can't actually like fully like act out that higher shit is because you don't have like, yeah, you went to the seventh, but you never bridged the connection between the fucking third to the seventh. You don't got the fourth, fifth, and the sixth. You just got the third and the seventh. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, like your personality, right? Because your personality also comes from the fact that while you experience Earth right now, you pick up different experiences and then you're like, "Oh yeah, this is me." So like your parents can act a certain kind of way on some like genetic shit and just also seeing them act a certain way. They then you could also just go to school, then your friends act a certain way, and it's like you'll pick up these things and then add it to your personality. But some of these things are literally nothing like your past lives. Like in the sense, like here's how they could be similar, right? In a past life, you could have always been like a sponge, in the sense of like you never thought for yourself. Like you could have been like a certain child in a past life who never thought for themselves, and then because of that, inside this life, you don't think for yourself, right? But inside of a past life, when you didn't think for yourself, you simply just got abused and hurt, and then you died. But inside this life, you don't think for yourself, and then because of that, you become gangster and try to act like you're hard when you're not. And also, you do that because you kind of remember getting killed, but you don't remember getting killed. So you're like, damn, I gotta act this way to not get killed type shit. So it's like the past life shit still affects this life, but in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like you were never a gangster before, but because of your past life shit, you became a gangster. You see what I'm saying? So it's like at first, it's like you kind of like wipe away the gangster shit, and then you see, damn, in my past lives, I was always like this. Then you see, damn, why was I like that inside my past lives? Oh, in my past lives, I didn't think for myself because my parents didn't, or I didn't think for myself because I was naturally in slavery. You could have been born into slavery type shit. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing the why of this type of stuff. So yeah, let's say start bridging that connection even more, and then you see, damn, why did I choose to get born into slavery? You see what I'm saying? Like you start hitting like first you have the 4D shit, right? Of having this personality of acting gangster and stuff like that. Then you get to the cause, you're like, damn, why the fuck was I acting gangster? Oh, I didn't think for myself. Why didn't I think for myself? Oh, it comes from this past life. You know what I'm saying? And then 5D to 60 is like, damn, why did I even choose that past life? You know what I'm saying? And then nah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you need to really like understand yourself on all these levels because ascension, right? The highest form being like immortality, being able to literally ascend to the highest realm and then come back and exist on all the realms because you gotta people like ascension is mainly like the like going up part, right? But to even go up, you gotta understand yourself on all levels. But like with going up, right? Some people simply just want to go up and they don't realize that when you get up there, you're gonna want to come back down. It's just that you're gonna want to come back down, being able to actually hold all that knowledge. Because you gotta understand, right? We didn't start off like we didn't start off at the bottom. We didn't start off here and then now we're going up. No, nigga. We started from here, like even like at source, and then we started coming down, and then we're now down, going back up. You see what I'm saying? So it's like right now we're finally down, going back up. But when you're down, going back up, you're gonna get back up and then wanna come back down. But it's different this time because before it was just up and then down, right? Right. So you experience just falling down into lower densities, right? But you never actually experienced ascending through the densities, right? So once you ascend through the densities and once you ascend through the realms, right? You're gonna ascend to the highest realm and then you're gonna want to come back down. But here's why it's different. Because you already ascended through all the realms, Now you can freely descend and then go back up whenever you want. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a nigga who made a video game, right? Now he has to beat the video game. You know what I'm saying? Now once he beats the video game, it's like, hey, nigga, I beat this shit. It's cool. I could stop playing this shit, or I could play this shit with all my maxed out stats. Nigga, I'm maxed out. I got if it's GTA, bitch, I got all the guns, all the cars, nigga. You know what's up? I don't gotta stop playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So Ascension's like beating the game, but then immortality is like, nigga, now we playing the game on all levels because we decked the fuck out now type shit. You see what I'm saying? And to do that, you gotta understand yourself on all levels, including this body. Don't ignore the body. Do not do that. Do not do that. You know what I'm saying? Do not do that. Never do that. Yeah. This is getting 25 minutes. Let me think if it's some. Oh, there actually is something I gotta add. Hold up. Alright, so here are a few things that some higher beings want you to know about yourself. One, because you're literally source, right? That makes you royalty. Like, let's say you never had a past life when you were a royal, right? Never, ever, ever. Nigga, you being source makes you the fucking king and queen of creation, my nigga. So start wearing the crown of source. You know what I'm saying? Like literally throw on the crown of source. Like nigga, be like, holy shit, nigga, I am source. So I actually literally control the whole fucking creation. Because that's the point you actually want to get to. And there's actually this line from a song that my boy made. He said, don't get poked. There's thorns in my crown. Then he said, don't choke from the smoke fall. We came down to earth from Sirius, now watch us thrive in both. Well, he really said, I came down to earth from Sirius, now watch me thrive in both wars. You know what I'm saying? But, nigga, don't get, like, when he says, don't get poked, there's thorns in my crown, I think that's so hard, because even if he didn't mean it like this, right? I just see that shit on some shit like, nigga, I'm a king, don't fuck with me. I'm a queen. Don't fuck with me. Don't get poked. Don't get poked, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a king. Don't get poked. Don't get fucked up. There's thorns in this crown, my nigga. Don't step to me. There's thorns in this motherfucker. So literally see yourself like that. Especially because when it comes to ascending, right, you are gonna have beings that try to pull you down, which I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but nigga, the ultimate power, nigga, you got source, which I'm gonna also talk even more about the power of source on some Palladian shit, which I thought was gonna be on Sunday, but now damn, when the fuck? Maybe I'll make that on Wednesdays. Cause like Mercury communicating with different beings, maybe. And then Sunday could be the time council shit. Or damn, nah, I can't do Thursday. Can't do Thursday. Fuck. We gonna see what Saturday? Maybe Saturday. Saturday. Yup. Yup. And I'm gonna explain why Saturday when I make the video. But anyway, yeah, yeah. Saturday's the time council shit. Sunday can still be the ET shit. We gonna see how that is. But yeah, yeah. Y'all feel what I'm saying? No, that's the first thing. Like your source, you're literally God. Like you are the king of creation. You are the queen of creation, right? Next, you also are an ET. You likely are an ET. Even if you're not an ET, you likely have some high vibrational lifetimes if you're very drawn to this ascension shit, my nigga. Let's stop playing. Now, here's why I'm saying that. You need to start embracing that way more. Niggas be like, oh yeah, I was an ET, but past lives don't matter. Yes, the fuck they do. Which I'm gonna talk about why past lives matter later on inside of this series. I'm hitting all the points. I got to. But for right now, understand, like, my nigga, like, if you are an ET, embrace that shit. You see what the fuck I got on my fucking forehead? This wasn't even for no ET shit, but it does remind me of many different ET lives and some Egyptian lives also. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, I don't want to hear that. Oh, I'm an ET, but no, embrace that shit, my nigga. Embrace that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then also, when it comes to connecting with your higher selves and understanding yourself on all levels, really like try to do this shit. Like a lot of y'all may think that, oh, I'm gonna try this shit, but I'm not gonna be able to do this shit and be disappointed. Stop thinking like that, bro. You gotta start practicing and trying to do this shit. Cause with me, when I first started this shit, it wasn't like easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it became like that. Cause I kept on practicing, my nigga. When you go to the gym, the heavy weights aren't easy at first. When you keep on lifting, they get easier. So actually take a chance and try to actually tap into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Into all levels of yourself. I talked about. Come on, do I gotta bring it back up for y'all? Let me move this over here, bring it back up. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring it back up for y'all, bro. Understand your body, your emotions, what you see, and why you interpret the shit that you see. Why you, my fault. Your body, your emotions, understanding what you see and why you interpret what you see the way that you do, understanding your thoughts and your personality, understanding the origin and stuff like that, understanding all your past lives, understanding your complete soul, and understanding your oversoul and the reason you and the people you join with and why you join with those people, nigga. Then you have understanding the whole fucking template of creation and stuff like that. Then you have understanding the fucking creator, literally understanding God itself, what they call God, the creator of the whole entire universe. Then you have understanding the pure energetic aspect of source, and then understanding just pure observational, pure source shit. And nigga, yeah, nigga, okay? Try to tap into all that shit. So I think I'm in this video here. It's 30 minutes. It's a good time. Let me catch you all. Peace.